Saturday night in Montreal for the PWHL, playing inside the historic Verdun Auditorium. Toronto looking to reset on the road after a big 2-goal night from Hannah Miller, but that still resulted in a loss on Wednesday. All confidence in net, though, as Kristen Campbell gets the start tonight. Meanwhile, Montreal and Captain Poulin are coming off a confident 3-2 home win over New York on Tuesday, with Maureen Murphy getting in on that incredible game winner. The crowd is getting ready inside Verdun Auditorium. And up in the broadcast booth, I am Daniela Ponticelli alongside Soroya Tinker in this first ever meeting between Montreal and Toronto, a team in desperate need of a win, coming off a 3-game slide, but also one of their best home performances of the season.
Yes, unfortunately they had the loss, but it was all Hannah Miller in that game. She had 2 amazing goals. One was actually batted out of the air. And we know that Toronto has been struggling a little bit in net. Campbell's averaging 3.5 goals against a game. But at the same time, head coach Troy Ryan said he really wants to see his defense step up and take those shots away for her. And on the other hand, we're looking for Toronto's offensive threats to show up and be consistent. Blair Turnbull looking to get her first point, and Troy Ryan said that Sarah Nurse expects more out of herself as well.
And before warm-ups today, I also asked Troy about his team's mindset heading into tonight.
Yeah, there's not a lot we'd like to change. We thought we built on our game last game, and we just hope to continue with that kind of effort. Hopefully we'd get an opportunities on the power play early, and we'd execute a little better than we did against Boston.
And Troy has told us that his team will need to score by committee if they want to win, Soroya. And as we heard, score on the power play at least once. They had 5 chances in their last game and no goals to show for it.
Yes, and on the season, they're only 1 for 14 on their power play. So Troy Ryan actually said that prior to this game, they practiced their power play for 30 minutes. They're looking for Spooner and Nurse to be that big presence on the power play in front of the net. And, I mean, Montreal is second in the league in penalty minutes with 42, so why not get that in there tonight? And I mean, I also asked Tori Chevry if she was concerned about Montreal's discipline and their penalties, but at the same time, she said she's not too worried about it.
Well, how can you be when Montreal has shown it knows how to score, it knows how to win, and doesn't help, or it does help rather, having Captain Clutch on your bench?
Oh yes, I mean, come on. Poulin is a certified scoring threat. They obviously have to look out for her. She had the game winner last game. She's leading her team in points, and I mean, people were a little worried at the beginning of the season when she didn't get those points, but I think they've found a really great line mate for her. She needs to play with players that can find her in those soft areas that she likes to be in and give her those shots on net. And I think that they've found the right line mates for her in Teresa Vanisheva and Maureen Murphy.
Absolutely. Maureen Murphy having a stellar game, 2 assists against New York, and now with 5 on this season, so certainly finding her way. And with so much star power, Soroya, who are your Woody Creek Distillers players to watch?
It's got to be Blair Turnbull for me on Toronto tonight. We know that she's got to get the monkey off of her back and be that presence on the ice, but at the same time, I think she's got the speed, she's got the skill, and we're looking for her to get her first PWHL point tonight, and I think she can definitely do that. She's been a big body, a big presence. She's got 6 penalty minutes, and on the other end, I'm really looking at my former teammate, Teresa Vanisheva. She is a phenomenal skater. She's a great player. She's one of those players that makes it look easy out there, just effortlessly floating. And she actually has 5 assists and also had 6 penalty minutes, but she'll look to get her first goal tonight as well.
Now for a look at tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Tim Hortons.
Yes, we see Toronto going with 7 defense. That can be a little difficult on the bench, but then again, whoever's going is going to get the call. And then on the forward end, we see Sarah Nurse moving into center, so we'll look to see Nursey all over the ice tonight. For Montreal, we see Erin Ambrose on defense, Katie Tabin, obviously a force as well, and this first line, come on, that's some speed and definitely a line that Toronto has to look out for.
Montreal, of course, looking for a regulation win tonight worth 3 points. That would tie them with Minnesota in the standings, although Minnesota with a game in hand. Toronto, meanwhile, a win would at least boost the confidence and get them going on the standings as they are right now at the bottom of this very tight league. Just ahead, puck drop at Verdun Auditorium as Montreal and Toronto meet for the first time in the Professional Women's Hockey League. Welcome inside Verdun Auditorium, moments away from puck drop in this first meeting of Montreal and Toronto in the PWHL. A big story tonight will be goaltending as we get set for this introduction. Kristen Campbell with her 6th start for Toronto, playing all but 2 periods. She's 1-4, making 19 saves on 22 shots last game. But meanwhile, Montreal is sticking with its all-star, Anne-Renée Desbiens. She's 2-1-1 so far, heading into her 5th start of the season.
Yeah, and I mean, come on, we've got original 6 here in terms of the NHL. We got the Leafs, the Habs, and why not PWHL Toronto versus PWHL Montreal. I'm excited for this rivalry.
Soroya Tinker joining me, Daniela Ponticelli, inside the broadcast booth for this game. And head coach, Montreal's head coach, Corey Chevry, feeling pretty good after that home win on Tuesday night. Montreal, the first ever Canadian PWHL team to win at home, although they have not won, Soroya, inside Verdun, and they're looking to change that today. Just 1 week since their thrilling home opener ended in overtime. Poulin at center, battling for the puck, wins it. She's sitting at over 50% on the face-off, so that'll do as Mariah Keppel feeds it up down deep into the Toronto zone. It'll be batted out just as quick, or tried to by Larocque and Connors. Fast looking to protect, but here's a chance. Maureen Murphy coming in hot. The defense by Larocque to stop that effort. Into the near side. Toronto trying to poke the puck forward as Connors does just that, gets it out of the zone. But Captain Poulin with some speed now. She'll take the same way that Maureen Murphy did. Rim it around, though. Other side, there's Laura Stacey. She's got the most shots on goal for Montreal so far. And she's played 1 less game. Spooner now for Toronto feeds it over.
And there's our first big physical play of the game. We love to see those hits.
Yeah, Malte tries to get that off, but far side now. Toronto in the Montreal zone. They were able to score first and on the board first in that home game against Boston, something they hadn't been able to do all season. Now Kristen O'Neill with speed back to Stacey, shoots. That one off the calf.
And a really good play by Bate there to get the puck out and push it up to her line mates. Here we see the first physical play of the game, and Maureen Murphy getting that first chance, just muffles the puck there, but Benisheva is there to clean it up. And Laura Stacey getting that first bump from Renata Fast in this game. It's going to be a physical one.
Neutral zone draw goes the way of Montreal. Stays along the blue line, though, is Leslie. Looks for the pass to Comfort, gets it. Comfort chips it down. Played by Desbiens. Comfort right there with the speed. Coming in hot, but Montreal looks to stretch that pass. And it's a race for Marchment.
What a great foot race for Kennedy Marchment there. You know you have to win that race, and that's exactly what she does.
Miller on the ice for Toronto, but in their zone in front. That one could have been sneaky for Lafleur. Lum takes it from the point. Daou winds up and in the glove of Campbell.
And again, Kennedy Marchment getting that pickoff pass there. We see Hannah Miller, she tries to make that DDD pass to Larocque, but Kennedy Marchment is there to pick it off, and they get a quality chance there.
And so the face-off takes shape inside the Toronto zone again. Poulin, the face-off leader by far for Montreal. And then the far side wall it goes. Board battle turns to a chance here. Knowles will chip it up. Knowles back in the lineup for Toronto after missing Wednesday's game at Mattamy. Spooner, the little touch pass to Nurse. And now Maggie Connors trying to get in the mix, but it's Benisheva. He tries to serve it up. Knowles back again. Spooner.
And Benisheva had the right idea on that pass. She wanted to headman Murphy, but didn't quite get it on her stick there, but good play.
Poulin looking for the pass. There's Murphy. She's yet to score a goal so far this season, but does have those 5 assists. Along with Benisheva. Back behind the net of Campbell, just as quick. Spooner again with the puck. Passes it over to Vasco, who winds around. Willoughby from the point for Toronto. Just keeps it in the Montreal zone. Looking to test out Desbiens. Along the wall, fast, keeps it in play. Back and forth, just got to get around Dalton. Does that, tries to get the shot off in the skates now. They'll try one more time. LaRock with a one-timer, that one.
What a great play for Renata Fast there to use her edge work, come down the wall, and try to create that scoring opportunity for her team. Really good job to get it to the forwards and make sure that she's putting the puck to the net.
Now Kogan for Toronto tries to keep it in the offensive zone. Laura Stacey, though, brings it in, looks for the shot. And that'll be Allie Monroe just getting in the way for Toronto.
Great play from Allie Monroe. She gets her hands up, but at the same time, you gotta be a big body to stop Laura Stacey.
In the first few minutes of this game going quick, teams going back and forth. Toronto looking to work on that momentum. Captain Turnbull has it now. She'll take it far side. She's got Monroe in the slot, looks to feed it. Howard putting the pressure on. Turnbull protecting the line. And Montreal, Stacey's right there. And that bump on Kristen O'Neill is allowed. Knowles will keep it going for Toronto back behind the net of Desbiens. It's in front, and she just covers it up. Tensions already boiling over here.
Oh yeah, Toronto-Montreal rival. I think we've got a good one. Emma Maltais crashing the net, going hard to the net there. Obviously, Montreal's got to protect their goalie, but great job for Emma Maltais to get to the net.
One of the players on the rise, for sure.
Another physical play, but Stacey's able to get it to O'Neill, and then Brittany Howard's able to power O'Neill off the puck.
And that brings the face-off into the Montreal zone. Miller now, she got 2 goals in the last game. She's looking to add to the tally. Comfer down to Leslie and back behind Desbiens with a little piece on it. And it's
okay.
Jillian Dempsey for Montreal, tries to carry it in. Happy belated birthday to Jillian Dempsey. Turned 33 yesterday. Rebecca Leslie now. She gets in close, she shoots. And it's just high. What a chance for Leslie and Toronto.
And Leslie's got to get that one on net, at least for a shot opportunity, at least produce a rebound. Can't be putting those ones over the net.
Sarah Lafleur opts to dump it down as Maureen Murphy for Montreal goes out. Flanagan has it. Tees up Spooner. She's just got to get past one near. Oh, and back she goes. Dominika Lashkova in the mix now. Venisheva through the legs on that pass. Maggie Connors takes it away. Maggie Connors still looking for her first goal. Now Spooner looks to dish it to Connors. That gets disrupted and Montreal takes it back. The home crowd propelling this line. More physical play. That time it will get called.
Big hit on Maureen Murphy there. The crowd going insane on that one, but they're happy with the call.
So Allie Monroe in the box for an interference call. Toronto has the second worst penalty kill in the league so far, 80%. So they've got to look to get going here. Meanwhile, Montreal's power play, worst overall at 6.3%.
Yeah, and we see the hit here. We see Allie Monroe just play the extra little hit there on Venisheva, and she takes a tumble.
Montreal on the power play at home here early on in the first. Katie Tabin tries to keep it in, and they'll have to reset in the neutral zone back into their zone. Turnbull getting in close.
Turnbull using her speed there on the forecheck, doing a really good job to force them and try to make that quick play on the power play.
Turnbull loves the transitions, possible turnovers. Head coach Troy Ryan saying they just need her to play her powerful, hard style of hockey. And Toronto did get the first ever shorthanded goal, which allows a team to spring forth its penalized player, but Montreal setting up. Laura Stacey, she gets by Nurse. She tries to pass it now. Venisheva. She knows how to record those assists and Looks to do it here now down low. Plenty of pressure from Lauriane Rougeau, and that'll allow Toronto to clear the zone. Flanagan just backs that down.
Good penalty kill here for Toronto. They're keeping the pressure on. They're making sure they're using their speed to make sure that Montreal can't break out easily.
And so they'll reset Maureen Murphy with plenty of speed into the Toronto zone. Ambrose with the feed earlier along the blue line.
And that'll be a hand pass there on the offside call, but at the same time, I think Toronto's doing a really good job. Maybe we'll see another jailbreak goal. We know that everyone's been loving this rule, so we'll see. But Montreal also needs to slow down, get their ducks in a row, and make sure that they're settling down and setting up the play in zone.
Shots on goal at 2 apiece right now. In the first period, neutral zone draw. Montreal takes it away. And that pass to Dubois, just a little too much. Larocque gets there first, fast in the mix. And here comes Turnbull once again. She'll take it away, gets past Lum, stays on her feet, but Rougeau right in front. What a pass.
We see the speed there from Blair Turnbull. We need that speed from her. She blows by Leah Lum.
Leah Lum nearly gets redemption there for Montreal, and Larocque without a stick, she'll use her feet all the same. And we're back at even strength. Seemingly the fastest penalty kill for Toronto, but a big one at that.
Great little pick off there from O'Neill. She's in the center there, making sure forechecking properly and making sure she's picking off those passes.
And now Emma Malte, she'll send it around the boards. Howard is there. Lots of talk about Brittany Howard's powerful shot for Toronto. She's yet to connect with the net on that. And then she'll take it away, tries to get the shot off. I believe Davienne kicked it out. Either way, getting in close on this Montreal net. Far side, board battle, puck loose. It's Leah Lum who tries to chip it down. Leslie in the way, sends it back. Hannah Miller right there.
And it's gut check time for Montreal here. They've been stuck in their zone for a little while, and they've got to make sure to get the puck all the way out.
Miller feeds to fast, shoots that one. Turned away by Davienne. Fast with a quick one-timer, though. She'll keep it in the zone for Toronto. Sustained pressure. They had this in their game against Boston. Still came up short. Now a huge race. Fast will get there first. And the perfect last name, Renata Fast. It's exactly what she is. She's got plenty of speed. And now here comes Nurse. She shoots that one.
Good try for Sarah Nurse there. Doing a good job to carry the play throughout the neutral zone and get a shot off.
Spooner scoops it in, looks for the wraparound. Rebound. Larocque will tee up a pass instead, drops it to Nurse. Nurse shoots through traffic.
We know Spooner loves those wraparounds.
She was right there, but this could be a bigger chance for Kennedy Marchman. Getting in close, she shoots. And a big stop by Campbell. Marchman still with the puck, far corner. She'll take it out, looks for the shot. Keppel through traffic. So many chances, Soroya. But we're still scoreless here at Verdun Auditorium in this first meeting of Montreal and Toronto.
The PWHL is brought to you by Canadian Tire, Canada's store, and proud founding partner of the PWHL.
And just a few days ago, I was talking to Coach Corey Chevry, and we were talking about the depth they have in goaltending. Obviously, Debian has been great, but they have awesome backups as well in Elaine Chuli. Toronto's been keeping the pressure on, though. Although they're in last place right now, Spooner's had some great chances. They've been hemming Montreal into the zone, and they're just looking to find the back of the net. I think Sarah Nurse has had a presence. We've seen Blair Turnbull use her speed, and we're going to look for them to continue to do that in this game.
And the faceoff will be in Toronto's zone. Captain Turnbull takes on Maureen Murphy, wins that easy back to Ambrose. She'll take the shot long. Off the bodies that time in front. Block shots, loose puck. Miller losing track of that one. Helped out by her teammate. Murphy finds it again. Takes it around. Pass to Ambrose, tees it up. Keppel right there, she shoots. And Campbell makes the save, covers it up.
Great job from Campbell there. She drops that rebound, but she's able to pounce on that right in front of her. But again, Montreal doing a really good job to control in-zone play, get those shots from the point. We see Ambrose take a nice shot from the point. Keppel tries to get that one, but Campbell's able to read that and knows where that shot's coming from.
Another face-off win for Montreal. Keppel feeds to Ambrose through again. Captain Turnbull with her stick on that one. Now sustained pressure.
No ball on that one.
The crowd certainly wants it, but it'll be Emma Maltais with speed far side. She looks for that feed to Howard. And again, teeing it up. Toronto swarming, but Montreal protects their zone. Poulin carries it out. She's got options, dumps it.
Smart dump there. Smart dump there for Poulin. They needed that change.
And so Renata Fast on a pass, but now Sarah Bugeaud has it. And just as quick, Fast trying to defend in front. And that puck goes up high. Allows Toronto to clear it just as quick. Leah Lum putting on the speed. She's looking for the pass option. She'll take the shot instead, and in front, they score! Montreal gets on the board first at home. They love it. The crowd at Verdun Auditorium. And that'll be Sarah Bugeaud with her first goal in the PWHL.
Oh yeah, Sarah Bugeaud, she played for the Riveters in the PHF last season, and I bet she's happy to get this first goal. We see Leah Lum open up, swivel hips, try to get the defender off of her. She puts that perfectly far pad for Bugeaud to come in and pick up. What a great play for Leah Lum here. I love this assist from her, and Bugeaud there to put it in the back of the net.
So Sarah Nurse will take this face-off in Toronto. Again, having trouble scoring in the first period until that game against Boston on Wednesday. So they're no stranger to trailing, and they'll look to tie things up with a big shot. Connors, that one goes wide. Toronto testing Davian.
Toronto's got to hit the net on those open shot lanes.
Knowles nearly losing track of the puck. Spooner has it though, but it's offside. And just like that, it seems Montreal lighting up the lamp here at Verdun Auditorium. Sarah Bugeaud with the goal. They lead 1-0. Sarah Bugeaud's first PWHL goal, open scoring for Montreal, and that includes an assist, first in the league by Leah Lum.
And I absolutely love this play from Leah Lum. She's able to swivel her hips, open up Mohawk, draw that defender off of her, and put it perfectly far pad. I mean, we do drills like this in practice, going far pad to the net, and Sarah Bugeaud is there ready and putting that one in back of the net. But Leah Lum on a fantastic assist there.
Montreal's Kristen O'Neill in the neutral zone draw, but Toronto wins it, not cleanly enough. O'Neill, the pass to Bette. And back behind the net of Kristen Campbell. She's had the most starts of any goaltender in the league. And the one win for Toronto has been on the road. Not surprising, as the road teams have certainly had the upper hand. In fact, just Minnesota and Montreal, the lone teams in the league so far to win at home. They have not done it at Verdun, and that effort stopped as Larocque serves it back. Spooner goes for it.
Great little play there from Katie Tabin. She just chips the puck up in the neutral zone, tries to get that to Bette, but Toronto's back resetting here in their D zone.
So Fast will carry it out. She'll take it near side, gets past Leslie, now down center. She's going to take the shot or the pass. She's got options. Miller's out there. Flanagan. Leslie tees it up, shoots, looks for the tip in, it goes wide. Desbiens quickly repositions. Toronto with continued pressure here in the Montreal zone. They're looking to get the equalizer early in the first.
A good play for Toronto there down in their O-zone, though. I mean, they're pushing the puck around and making sure that they have control.
Turnbull takes it in front. Does she get the shot off? No. Back around behind the net of Desbiens. She'll try it again, keeping along the near side boards. Flanagan down deep. She's got Malte right there. Keppel as well, though. And in front, loose puck. Desbiens will dive on it.
Montreal getting hemmed in their zone here. Bouncing puck, but Desbiens able to clean up and make sure they're not putting that one on net and getting clear shots. We see here, though, Blair Turnbull, we've seen plenty of goals like this from her where she drops her shoulder, tries to beat them wide. She's got awesome speed. She scored definitely a couple goals like this in the PWHPA last season, and she's able to get this one to the net, and that's exactly what Blair Turnbull needs to continue to do to get her first point in this league.
Emma Malte takes that draw for Toronto. We'll see how they sort things out on the ice, but Soria overall, the pressure just continues to be back and forth so far in this game.
Oh yeah, for sure, very back and forth. And here we see Mariah Keppel go into the box. The puck actually doesn't touch anyone and goes into the stands, so that is the rule in this league. If it doesn't touch, that's an automatic penalty as that goes into the stands for Mariah Keppel.
And so Toronto gets its first power play of the game, and something that head coach Troy Ryan has said they've got to score on. They had 5 chances last game. They're only 1 for 14. In fact, open franchise scoring on a power play marker. Already back in the Toronto zone, of course, Montreal with the most penalty kill practice, second most actually, after New York has now usurped them as the most penalized team. After today's game, Nurse back behind the net of Desbiens. Spooner looking to dig it out. They do. Connor's out there. Larocque. She'll just send it back, take it to Spooner and Nurse. Katie Tabin, Winnipeg product. Important defender for.
And I'm okay with that play from Katie Tabin, keeping it away, eating the puck along the boards, wasting time. She didn't necessarily have a clear shot to put it down the ice, so I can respect that play.
Pressure along the boards. Montreal clears it out again. Just look for Kristen O'Neill to do that work. But just as quickly, Spooner back in the Montreal zone. It gets chipped down. They'll just trade this all day long. They're chewing the clock. Less than a minute to go here.
And Danielle, when we were talking to Coach Troy Ryan, he said that they were working on their puck retrievals. You lose that puck on that power play, you gotta outman and get that puck back.
Now Turnbull, she'll take it near side, skim along the wall, get past Lum. Try to drive it back, Flanagan. The quick pass to Fast, or Hannah Miller rather. Now Captain Turnbull, she shoots. That one's turned away by Desbiens. He'll go for it again. Flanagan from the point. She's got options. Howard to her right. She'll take Miller on the left. Shoots up high. That's stopped again by Desbiens.
And Poulin does not like them touching her goalie. Don't touch the goalie. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, she'll... Captain Clutch will come in and handle business as needed.
The moment you throw that extra shot at the goalie, as a former defensewoman, I am definitely throwing the shots at you too. You can't touch my goalie.
So that will cost Poulin a trip to the penalty box. And Emma Malte, okay, that's great. She thought she was going into the penalty box. That's just into the crowd, but she's now taking a seat, so.
Emma Malte is one of these big personalities. She's such an energy giver to the team, and definitely getting into it with her teammate Poulin on the national team. So I'm sure they're getting feisty, but still teammates.
That's what I love about this league, right? Opponents during the professional women's hockey league season, and then they have to come together on the national side. So we're going to have a neutral zone draw. It's still 5-on-4 right now. At least that's what the makeup is on the ice. We'll see. Still some discussions here. Again, it was a Toronto power play. There's 12 seconds left. Shots on goal, by the way, favoring the visitors 10-6 right now.
And it will look to be 5-on-4 for Toronto.
Renata Fast will take it away now. Time is ticking down, though. Sarah Bugeaud open scoring for Montreal. Larocque keeps it along the center line. Final seconds here as we see Keppel released from the penalty box, back out on the ice. Even strength, but remember Poulin and Malte out of it, and Toronto with 3 scoring chances on that power play. Unable to capitalize, but maintain pressure. Jessie Confer sliding in there. Katie Tabin, though, for Montreal. Kogan as well in white. Keppel will carry it out. Again, right out of the penalty box and into it.
And we'll look for Montreal to continue to kill this off. But again, we see Dominika Laskova step up on Renata Fast. I played with Dominika Laskova last season, and you even got to keep your head up with her in practice. She'll push you to be better, but you don't want to go against her in the corner.
I will take your word for that, Soroya. All right, Montreal wins their defensive zone draw. Again, a team that 3 players who have taken the most faceoffs, all sitting at above 50% coming into this game, and that's been key. Toronto, you can't say the same. Now O'Neill. She'll look to clear it out. She's just got to get by Spooner. Spooner takes it. She drives the net in front. What a save it again. They try for it. Toronto, Nurse shoots up high. Wow. 3 big stops for Anne-Renee Desbiens.
Desbiens lost her stick now as well.
Rougeau will tee it up and a shot right in front. And again, Montreal, the crowd knows exactly what's happening right now. Their goaltender without a stick, making 4 massive stops.
Yes, I see you, Desbiens. I see you. These are phenomenal saves here without the stick, kicking that pad out on both Spooner and Nurse.
Turnbull has it, though. She's looking for the feed to Howard. Shoots. That one wide. Again, Toronto just mounting the pressure. But incredible goaltending. So Howard now with the feed, the big shot. That one Monroe this time. It goes near side. Flanagan keeps it in for Toronto. She'll tee something up. Looks for that pass to Turnbull. Turns away. And again, Flanagan now. Montreal will just call that off completely.
What a great time there for Toronto. Had some really good O-zone possession and was able to get some quality chances. Just can't put one past Desbiens.
The crowd not loving what they're seeing as Toronto does what they do best, the physical play. Howard now near side, big feed. That one a little too hot. Miller chases it down far side.
A good dump for Brittany Howard there. She saw Hannah Miller have her speed going in there, and Hannah Miller was first on the puck. So great dump for Brittany Howard.
Now this team with plenty of speed, fast to her longtime deep partner, Larocque. Now down deep, Desbiens nearly got out of position. My goodness
What a great couple minutes for Davienne here. She's been phenomenal for PWHL Montreal. She's keeping them in this. They're getting hemmed in their own zone, and they've really got to make sure that they're not leaving this all for Davienne.
Great goaltending keeps Montreal's lead 1-0 over Toronto. Gotta also give something for the fans here at Verdun Auditorium, because they're a big factor in this game so far. The energy from this crowd, especially on those saves. They know their hockey and they know what they just witnessed. And it'll be Toronto's Larocque has it. She's got a chance. She won't get it off. She'll take it around instead. Laskova with some pressure. And now the loose puck. Miller nearly gets to it right away fast. Takes it away. Draws it around. Laskova sends it back. And now with open ice. Oh, Kennedy Marchment can't quite keep her stick on it, but that could have been something.
Great look there to find Kennedy Marchment up ice. Just puck bouncing.
But Rebecca Leslie will weave through, tries to. But Vinisheva has other plans. She'll go far side this time. Her stick handling, so impressive. Maureen Murphy, but now Flanagan has it. Tees it up, down. Nurse Spooner back on the ice. In the first period, winding down quick. Final minute here. Montreal looking for the pass. Ambrose here. She's got Murphy. Murphy tries to get the shot off. No, back around. Instead, she'll opt to send it back to Ambrose. Vinisheva looks to feed it. Keppel from the point now. Over to Ambrose. Wind-up shot up high. Oh, and Allie Munro. There's another. What a block shot by Allie Munro.
She looks like she's in a bit of pain, and I would be too if I was taking Ambrose's shot.
Ambrose to Poulin, but Spooner comes in with speed and intention near side. Keppel creating some much-needed space as Spooner could have wrapped it around. Loose puck now. Nurse finds it near side towards the net. And again, Natalie Spooner, she'll send it back. Malte on the chase. But that'll do it for the first 20 minutes, and it's already been a roller coaster ride. Montreal with the lead, though, after a first PWHL goal from Sarah Bougeot, helped by Leah Lum.
And what a great first period. Both teams going head-to-head here. I think a really great rivalry is starting for PWHL Toronto versus PWHL Montreal.
And after the break, Toronto's Hannah Miller will join us from the bench and a look at watching a PWHL game with players in the stands.
The home team, Montreal, by 1. And we are joined now by Toronto's Hannah Miller, coming off a 2-goal game earlier in the week. But Hannah, tonight in Montreal, first time meeting with this team. It's already been fast and physical. What are you seeing out on the ice?
Yeah, it's been a good game so far, up and down. We just got to keep playing our game here, and I think it's going to come for us.
Well, Hannah, just on a personal note, obviously everyone has different paths to get into this league, but what's it like to be playing against Leah Lum, a teammate of yours on the Chinese national team?
Yeah, you know, that's pretty cool. We have a long history together playing over in China, so it's awesome to see her out here on the ice, but at the end of the day tonight, we're competitors.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good.
Well, Hannah Miller coming off of 2 goals on Wednesday night at Mattamy. It wasn't enough to get the job done, though, at home. But tonight, again, Soroya, the team is coming out with so much energy, but again, trailing thanks to Montreal's incredible scoring and probably even better goaltending.
Yes, I think we've seen a pretty evenly matched game. Toronto is hemming Montreal in their zone pretty well, but Debian coming in hot, making those key saves. I mean, it could be a 1-1 game, but she shut the door on Nurse, Spooner, Blair Turnbull, everyone.
It has been great to see. We expected the physical play. We expected how fast it was going to be. How are you feeling about this rivalry, though, between these two teams?
I think it's going to get heated. We've seen them in front of the net. They don't like their goalie being touched on either side, so they're going to be protecting Campbell and Debian, and we'll see who comes out on top tonight.
I mean, this crowd, though, also quite hostile. Soroya, when you played, I mean, what was it like to be in a barn where nobody was on your side?
Oh, man, it's always great to have the crowd on your side. You always want the crowd rooting for you. It helps you with momentum. It helps you continue to play your game. But at the same time, Montreal is having a great crowd tonight, and they don't want Toronto to win.
Well, speaking of Toronto, earlier before the game, we had a special visitor in the broadcast booth, former teammate of yours, current third-string goaltender for PWHL Toronto, Carly Jackson. What was it like to catch up with her?
I mean, amazing. Carly is one of my favorite people. She's always so positive, and I mean, has been a force for them as their third goalie, always smiling, very positive.
And you know what? She also was the absolute perfect person to mic up and get a little taste of what it's like as a player to watch your team at home.
Oh, that's too cute. Do you guys go to school today, or do you guys have jobs? So you guys can call me CJ, that'd be cool. I'm a goalie, and I'm also just really pumped to be here. I think this is a really wonderful sport, and to get to share it with you guys is a very special thing. So if you guys have any questions or just want to chat about life, that would be really wonderful. Do you guys know what number Sarah Nurse is? Pop quiz. Oh, Howard, do you guys know Britt?
Yeah.
Oh, she's the coolest. She's my roommate. Are you it? Are you it?
Yeah, I'm
Okay, now I'm it. Oh, what a snipe. Bar down skis. Damn, we're sniping. What's your go-to move on your breakaway that you're gonna get? Curl the other way. Forehand or backhand? Backhand. I respect it. I respect it. Big saves in there, atta girl. And it's pretty cool. We get to be out here with you guys, just them seeing us. We get to see them. It's a good thing all around.
Take it away from you.
Come on, you take nice pictures, bro. I seen you. I seen you, dude. Will you guys sign mine? Check, check. Akeem, can you hear us? Oh, you can! Oh! 1, 2, 3,
Well, Toronto trails Montreal 1-0 here in the first intermission. PWHL Boston played earlier today, but earlier this week, a dynamic duo emerged. We'll revisit the magic at Mattamy next.
This broadcast content are copyrighted by PWHL Holdings, LLC for the private use of our audience. All rights reserved. Any other use or reproduction of this broadcast, any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game, or any other PWHL proprietary rights without the consent of PWHL Holdings, LLC is prohibited.
Well, the home crowd at Verdun Auditorium has a lot to celebrate and dance for here in the first intermission. Their team has a 1-0 lead over Toronto. I'm Daniela Ponticelli alongside Soroya Tinker. Now, we've talked about Toronto's 3-game slide. That includes 2 losses at Mattamy. That's a tough one, but we have to give credit to Boston. Boston was there Wednesday night, and what a night for a dynamic duo in Lauren Gable and Alina Mueller.
Oh yeah, I mean, Gable is a shoot-first winger and Mueller is a pass-first centerman, so it only makes sense that they work really well together. Alina has definitely done a really great job of giving Gable those awesome passes to make sure she gets that assist and Gable puts it in the back of the net. And I really think once Gable's able to find Alina back and they're able to incorporate Hillary Knight, that's a super scary line. And Alina Mueller and Gable also had the lone goal against New York today, so we can see that their dynamic duo is continuing on.
And you gotta give credit as well. Mueller, when we talked to head coach Courtney Kessel, she said she can distribute and yes, she can snipe. Right now, though, leaning into being a great distributor for her team. And as Soroya just said, scoring a lone goal in today's home game against New York, a first-time meeting there. Here's a recap.
Well, here at the Tsongas Center this afternoon, it was New York who takes down Boston 4-1, the final score of this game. And it was really a balanced effort with a lot of scoring and offense early on in the game for New York. And then Corinne Schroeder was outstanding on the back end the rest of the way.
She was so outstanding today. She found her rebounds. And Boston, they didn't make it easy for her. And she kept pounding away and everyone in front of her, goal line out, played really well defensively for New York.
Really, the story of this game, though, outside of the goaltending, was the performance on the offensive end. And what a game it was. A hat trick. And our player of the game brought to you by Canadian Tire, Jade Downey Landry, who got New York on the board in the first and ends up scoring 2 more to seal it.
Yeah, New York, they did a great job taking away Soderberg's eyes on the first goal. And then that goal was just a beautiful shot by Downey Landry. And then this is her empty netter later in the game, showing so much patience, showing her soft hands and getting the puck to the net to seal the deal for New York.
Yeah, her first 3 goals of the season. New York wins this game 4-1, despite the fact they were outshot 33-19 in the game. It was not for lack of chances for Boston, but Schroeder was excellent. Downey Landry scores 3, and New York escapes Lowell a winner 4-1. For Paige Capistran, I'm Eric Galanti. Good night from Lowell, where New York, the road team, gets victory number 2 on this 4-game road trip.
When we return, Montreal looks to extend its 1-0 lead over Toronto for a first ever win at Verdun. Second period is next.
partner of the PWHL, Canadian Tire, Canada's store, here to make life in Canada better. And first period stats are brought to you by Sport Check. The lone goal being scored by Sarah Bugeaud. It's her first in the PWHL. And hey, Leah Lum, her helper, also the first for her in this league.
Oh yeah, we saw this beautiful goal. Leah Lum was able to put that across on Campbell's far pad and develop that rebound for Bugeaud to come right in and put that in the net. Would like to take note of Leah Lum's skating ability here, though. She opens up, she mohawks. That's to draw the defender off of her and make them think she's going to make that pass a little earlier. But she takes the shot, and Bugeaud's there to put it in on the back step.
Leah Lum, of course, played with Hannah Miller of PWHL Toronto on China's national team, so they have a great connection there, and certainly not the only players whose career went through China, especially with the CWHL, and so that's where so many careers have gone to get better, to be here, and now playing, of course, in North America.
And I think it's important to know how dynamic Leah Lum is. She plays defense out here, but she also played forward for the Toronto Six with us last season, so we know she can play at both ends of the ice, and that's a skill you don't usually see from players at this level. You usually have a set position, but Leah Lum is still able to do it up on the front end and on the back end.
By the way, color analyst Soroya Tinker, if you don't know, part of the Isabel Cup winning Toronto Six team, so you have so much familiarity with these players.
Oh yes, I love watching my former teammates play. We got Katie Tabin on defense, Dominika Laskova, as I mentioned. You got to keep your head up with Laska, that's for sure. And Vanisheva, obviously quick.
Montreal wins that opening faceoff here in the second period. They're looking to come out strong. Now, shots on goal actually favoring Toronto 14-6. And Captain Poulin will try to get that shot off fast in the way. Stops any attempt there. Vanisheva looking to stick handle her way out of this. Just got to get past Larocque. Easier said than done. Murphy to Ambrose. Ambrose shoots, and oh, a little wide there. That's okay. Looking for the rebound. Shoot towards the net anyway. Now near side. And Connors has all the room. She's going to take a shot. No, feed it. And in front. Oh, Spooner with a great chance. For Toronto, she's going to want it back.
And JVN.
Nurse feeds to Connor in front. They've got support. Miller's there. Monroe as well. They'll look behind the net of Davienne now. Ambrose to Poulin, chips it up. Vanisheva chasing down Molte. Molte will take it.
Again, Davienne making these quality saves back to back to back. It's hard enough to make the first one, let alone the second, third, fourth like she's doing.
And this Verdun Auditorium crowd is a rowdy one. Love to see it. Now Captain Turnbull will take it away. Drop pass there to Molte, back behind the net. Howard with a shot, can't get it off. O'Neill battling for it. And again, Turnbull that time.
And I see Emma Maltese there. She tries to find Blair Turnbull in the slot, but Blair can't quite connect on that shot, but the right play for sure.
Laura Stacey dumps it down. She then chases it back behind the net of Kristen Campbell. Kristen Campbell with her 6th start for Toronto. She started in all the games. Turnbull takes it away to Howard now in front of Malte. And that one stopped again by Davienne in close contact.
Great job for Emma Malte driving the net.
Claire Dalton on a breakaway right in front. She shoots. It's stopped. It's saved by Campbell. Nearly couldn't track it, but covers it up.
What a great chance there for Claire Dalton on the breakaway. I was fortunate enough to play with Claire at Yale University, and Claire's such a leader. She's able to create those plays, she's able to score those goals, and she's had some really great chances and scored their first inaugural goal. We see Maggie Connors here. She hits them with the spin pass, but Davienne again says, nope, not today, Spooner. Davienne making sure she's got her eye on the play there and shutting the door.
What a chance. Now, Rebecca Leslie will circle back. Toronto just wants to clear it out of their zone. Back behind the net of Campbell. Fast. The feet to Leslie back. Comfort tries to get her stick on it, but Catherine Dubois, who's been incredible for Montreal coming in as a reserve player. Daou now chips it down. Campbell will opt to just turn it away. fast far corner. Shrugs off Poulin. Looks to get her stick on it. Got Bujo in the mix. She's already open scoring here for the home team. Daou over to Lam, can't keep it on side. So Toronto takes it away. Leslie with speed in front. It's Larocque. She scores! Jocelyn Larocque does it for Toronto, and now we're all tied up.
Oh yeah, and the crowd is silenced now. We see Ambrose throw this puck across the blue line, but her partner isn't there to get it. Rebecca Leslie comes down. She's looking across and makes that play to Larocque. She sees her going backdoor, and Larocque not covered on that back doorstep. So Montreal's going to have to relook at that goal and make sure they're covering backdoor for Desbiens here.
First goal of her PWHL career. All smiles from Jocelyn Larocque, veteran defender for Toronto. Gets it done, so we're all tied up at Verdun. And now Montreal will just look to tee up something and of course get it onto the stick of Poulin would certainly help. Back Ambrose, tees it up for Poulin. Murphy chases down Monroe. And Maggie Connors again with the feet to nurse. She tests Desbiens. Locked in though.
And a nice little play there from Sarah Nurse, showing her skill. She pulls the puck in, is able to get that shot off from that pass from her teammate. That's a really good chance. Connors holds the line. Nurse knows where that puck is. She pulls it in, gets that shot right into the chest of Desbiens. So they're going to have to pick their spots if they want to get the lead here.
So Malte and O'Neill meet in the face-off circle, and just as quick, Malte chases it close to Desbiens. Stacy now, though, for the home team, and she's going to come in with speed as she's known for. Again, she has played one less game than some of her teammates, but has the most shots on goal coming into this for Montreal. Captain Turnbull looks for Rougeau on the point. Over to Knowles, big shot in front. Malte is a tip in, it's still alive. Turnbull tries to get at it. Howard tees it up, big shot. And now another big save from Desbiens.
And a good play there for Howard to throw the puck towards the net. She knows there's a big scrum. She knows that Desbiens is down, not in positioning. So great job from Brittany Howard to put the puck to the net.
Bit of a collision between Tabin and Knowles. Again, all tied up here, and shots on goal. Soroya just widening now, 20-8 for the visitors.
Oh yeah, Toronto showing a dominant presence here in the O-zone, making sure they're getting their shots off. But Desbiens is shutting the door, obviously facing 20 shots already. They're gonna have to look to get one by her, and she has been absolutely solid for Montreal.
Neutral zone draw, Comfer doesn't win that one for Toronto, so it's the home team getting at it. Bujo. And Jocelyn Larocque opening scoring for Toronto. And what can you say about the second overall draft pick? She comes in with so much experience on the Canadian national team.
Larocque does a great job quarterbacking the play. She carries the play up. She can contribute offensively. Obviously a rock-solid defender, and it's always great for a defenseman to be able to contribute on both ends of the ice.
Now in the Toronto zone. Poulin stays in the circle that time, wins it for Montreal. Catherine Daou, she's got a shot off the body of Miller. Will Miller take it away? She'll tee it up. And there goes Rebecca Leslie, who's been driving a lot of the play into the far wall this time. Larocque again, there to meet the puck. It's loose. Daou backs it down, that stretch pass. Not quite complete. Poulin has to settle it back for Vinisheva. But these two have connected many times already. Larocque takes it near side, sends it up to Miller now. Miller and Vinisheva getting in on it. Comfer towards Fast, and Campbell forced to cover it up as Dempsey goes right to the net.
Montreal starting to come back in here, starting to get more shots off. They know they have to put shots onto Campbell if they want to get one. And shots are 20-8 right now. So Montreal definitely needs to get some shot offs this period.
Jillian Dempsey in her burgundy uniform. As Monroe takes it for Toronto. No, a chance for Dempsey in front. The crowd singing loud and Verdun in front. That now behind the net. Loose Marchment on it. Getting some support. Toronto, though, looks to clear it. Can't quite. Still below the goal line. As Caitlin Willoughby sends it up for Kogan. Kogan looking for a pass. That one in the slot for Monroe, but this has opened things up now for Jillian Dempsey. Maud Poulin-Labelle providing some much-needed protection for Toronto. And so away they go the other side now. Caitlin Willoughby getting bothered by Anne-Sophie Betté back behind the net. Toronto still in the offensive zone. Mariah Keppel taking care of that. Not quite. Nurse turns it back. Out of the net is Desbiens. Paskova will send it around. She's got Stacy there, but Lauriane Rougeau trying to poke the puck free. Natalie Spooner as well for Toronto. They've got Maggie Connors out on the ice along with Larocque. And instead, Leskova will send it up. Rougeau keeps it. No, now Betté takes it away. Drop pass to Stacy. Big shot stopped by Campbell. And so, with the back and forth we go. Toronto ties it up. A goal by Larocque. It's 1-1 in Montreal. The PWHL is brought to you by Bread Financial, official inaugural partner of the PWHL.
We see Claire Dalton. I mentioned earlier, I played with Claire at Yale. She's a great leader. She was Yale's team captain last season. And a great breakaway chance for her here. But Campbell's able to shut the door, make that save. But again, Claire was able to get Montreal's first inaugural goal as well. So great season so far for Claire Dalton.
Yeah, opening up franchise, scoring on a team like this. And again, now testing in front, that one. Toronto able to save. Laskova with a big shot from the point. Far side, Spooner. Well, no, couldn't dish that one, so Larocque will try it and breaks the stick in the process. That's actually Kristen O'Neill's stick. Natalie Spooner up to Fast. Just trying to clear it out, and Nurse sends it over to Larocque, and again, Anne-Sophie Betté just hoping to poke it free. But here comes Larocque, far side.
Great effort there for Maggie Connors to stay on side. We saw her in the splits almost.
And again, Connors to Spooner! Oh, and again, those two wanting to connect on something. So close. Fast. Just got to turn away from Stacy. So many of these players, of course, familiar with each other on the Canadian national team. Laskova plays it up to Tabin, and Howard nearly turns that over. Dalton here comes, had that breakaway chance earlier, but there's pieces of stick in the Toronto zone that belong to Kristen O'Neill. That'll get in the mixture as Flanagan and Dubois go after it. Dalton up to Lum, shoots through traffic. Loose puck, Poulin slides to go get it.
And a good job from Claire Dalton to move that puck up the wall to Leah Lum and get that shot off.
Flanagan serves it back behind the net of Campbell. And Toronto continues. Malte with a hard pass there, but here's a big chance. Marie-Philippe Poulin, she cuts it, she scores! Leave it to the captain to restore the lead for Montreal.